As kids, we're taught various different principles, most of which came from ethics. We're taught that if we work hard, we should get the things that we want. In other words, if we work hard for the things that we want, we should be able to earn them. Unfortunately, when we're children, we can't necessarily work for the things we want. And now you may be able to wash the dishes or do certain chores to earn certain currency in your house. It's not real money. And the work that we do here doesn't exactly equate to the things that we want. We don't have our interests taken seriously as children. When we talk about certain things that can be developed into a career path, our parents or guardians usually tell us that school is our number one priority and that everything after that is secondary. Now, we have plenty of kids doing various sporting as a secondary event, but it's just not the same as a job. Today, I'd like to redefine your perception of youth and make sure that you understand that we should motivate our youth to give them a better idea of jobs and the fact that they should search for a career path before the age of 18, which would give us a more productive more productive group of young adults. Many adults are awful with money management, and we have to ask ourselves, why is this? It's a common theme that there's plenty of adults out there, there's plenty of stories that will describe people over the age of 18, over the age of 21, even into their 40s, losing all of their money to gambling or poor spending habits. The question is, would their spending habits be as poor if they were earning at a younger age? The consequences of losing your money or going bankrupt from poor spending habits at a younger age is nothing more than you not having money. You're still fed, your bills are paid for by your parents or guardian most likely, and everything's going to be okay. When you're older and you lose all of your money, you can't have any you might not have a house, you could lose your car. Going bankrupt is a much more serious deal. The negative consequences are very different. This is why young adults, kids, should be able to earn their own money and experience firsthand the principle that we've taught them, that when we work hard, we get the things that we want. Giving kids a proper direction and career path earlier than the age of 18 allows kids to see how the job market and life really is. It teaches kids proper work ethics. There's plenty of chess events out there with chess grandmasters, but there's also plenty of children that attend these events and compete because they have the proper work ethics. Now, unfortunately, these chess events are one of a kind. There's not many other events like this that teaches kids proper work ethics. We should push our kids to be more exceptional at the things that they do when they're young, so they understand what it takes to be great and not just average like everyone else. Young adults would notice an increased progression and would be more motivated by the time they were 18 and looking for a real career. They should be able to take on responsibility and be prepared as kids, because teaching responsibility isn't something that you need to start doing when you're at the age of 18. When you're young, you're not as responsible for things, and suddenly at the age of 18, at the snap of a finger, you're responsible for just about everything, including signing your own documents. Letting them pursue a career will give them a head start in their future career. If in certain circumstances, certain careers will allow you to start early. If you have more experience at the age of, say, 14, come the age of 18 or 21, you'll already be 7 years in. Now, I understand this might not count for exact work experience, but that's on-hand experience that you've been getting since the age of 14. You did not wait till the age of 18 to start learning about accounting. You started earlier. Because accounting really is nothing more than simple addition and subtraction in most cases. We should be able to change their mindsets to, what do I want to do at the age of 18? And not just start at, what I want to do for the rest of my life when they are 18. This is what high school does. At the age of 17, around your junior year, they immediately ask you, what do you want to do in college? What do you want your major to be? And this major will ultimately ending up being your career. We should push children to understand that this is how the circumstances are, and that you should think ahead about what you want to do in a career. This will help cut down on various college dropouts and major changes. Not major changes, but your subject major change. Many people enter college with one major and switch because they weren't sure about what they wanted to do. How is this the case when you had 18 years to prepare? That's exactly it. We don't push them to prepare themselves. Children would have more time to think about what they want to do. If we let someone know, there's 12-year-olds are able to comprehend these concepts. 12 or 13 years old, we should be pushing them and letting them understand what these various careers are so they can start thinking about them when they're younger. Penn State undergraduates show that 20 to 50% of people enter college undecided. How could you spend that much money undecided? Now, not saying going to college undecided is the end of the world, but you shouldn't go to college undecided. People will go to college undecided and spend thousands of dollars when in their career path that they wanted to do all along, they didn't even need college. We can create a more secure future for the youth by providing them knowledge ahead of time and not defining them as the youth or stupid. We can get them to be on their proper career paths earlier. We shouldn't consider kids incapable of doing certain things just because they're young or the youth. This is why we need to change the perception of the word youth. We should change the stereotypes of young adults by changing the youth. Many young adults, the stereotype is they don't have money. You hear about broke college kids all the time. Most young adults are really undecided with life, which is insane to think, because by the age of 21, you're already a long way through life, and you should have a very, very clear path or a clear plan of what you want to do. This will ultimately make younger people more successful, and then make middle-aged adults more successful, because they've been on the right path for a longer time.